Butch Cassidy here. So, as you guys probably can tell, this is different. I don't normally stream IRL. I normally stream when I'm gaming on YouTube on my channel, Butch Cassidy. Currently, though, this is a little different. So, the reason why I'm streaming IRL is because I'm here to explain and basically let you guys know why I haven't been making content for a while. There's been a lot of stuff going on, and it's been very distracting for me making my gaming content. And I'm sorry it's been like interrupting that. There will be content coming soon in the, I don't know, in the next few months. But like, oh, hang on, I'm lagging. Let's turn this down. Hang on. Oh, I thought we had this set up. Oh well, gonna have to deal with it. Anyway, so a lot of things have come up these past few weeks and months that has been getting in the way of me making content for gaming on my channel. So I wanted to basically tell you guys what's been going on, what's been happening, and give you the gist of it. So, to start off, let's see. I was working on getting my motorcycle rider's permit. So I'm working on getting my first vehicle, a motorcycle. I was working on getting the permit. I did a course and a class, which is like 6 hours of online, course stuff. So a course that was online for about 6 hours of that. And in about 2 days, and in total 10 hours of like active riding on actual motorcycles and learning maneuvers and I don't know, like, oh, my the tracking on my gimbal just kicked in. Okay, that's weird. Oh, we'll do it like this then. Okay. I don't know why the tracking came in, but we'll go with it. Anyway, so basically what happened was with basically I'm working on getting a motorcycle, and I ended up doing the course. 6 hours of an online course and about 10 hours of active training from like learning counter steering and stopping and working the clutch and a bunch of stuff we worked on within 2 days. So after that, I got like a piece of paper that is going to help me through getting the motorcycle. Because currently I'm working on my permit. So this course, basically the papers I got from them after taking and succeeding the course, will make it so that what was it? So that way I don't have to take the driving portion test at the DMV. I only have to take the written test. So I only take the written test, and I give them the papers at the DMV of the driving portion, and then they take that, and then I get my permit after some paperwork and a photo for ID, I believe, or something. And then after that, it's going to be insurance, getting insurance, and financing the bike. However, I was like peak knowledge at this stuff when it started, and I was doing so good, and I was on such a roll. Another thing that's been stopping me from making content lately and has been making it hard to continue is recently my father had just passed at age 41 to liver and pancreatic cancer. And you guys don't have to feel sorry about it, but like, it's definitely been a struggle for me because I love my father and I'm gonna miss him a lot. There's gonna be, I don't know, it's a lot to comprehend, and it's a lot to think about and manage, and it's very emotional and mental stuff. So essentially my father passed from liver and pancreatic cancer, and died at age 41, and that has taken a major toll on me. I may not seem like I'm sad or grieving at the moment, but trust me when I say this, that I am broken inside. I am in like a lot of pain mentally and emotionally about how my father went out. And I'm just absolutely crushed. And I know it does not look like that right now, but trust me when I say that. um yeah, so as I was saying, peak of the knowledge at the motorcycle stuff with like the tests and all that stuff. Well, I was at the peak of all that, and then my dad had passed in the middle of that. So now when I do practice tests for the motorcycle permit, I just get very distracted. Very, like, if I get an answer wrong or if I get too many wrong, I get either very frustrated or very emotional. And it's kind of hard to comprehend and like go over and like juggle getting a motorcycle permit right after your dad died. Like, it's a lot, and it's definitely struck me down a bit. It's stopped me in that knowledge I had at peak. It's definitely made me lose a lot of that. I'm gaining it slowly, and I'm trying to gain composure, and I'm trying to get these tests going. But at the moment, I'm just so distracted, which might also be another reason why I haven't been making content as much this often. So, yeah. So, in general, basically my father died, and I'm working on getting a license for my first vehicle. So there's been a lot going on. There's probably some other stuff that I'm not remembering. There's been a lot going on. Yeah, it's just tough. And I'm just contemplating like what I should do. A lot of the emotions and feelings I have for my dad passing are so bottled up, and I'm just waiting for that one moment where I'm gonna snap and absolutely lose it and just like have that emotional breakdown and like have that bottled up emotion straight up explode. Like, I don't know. Like, I have a mix of like anger and sadness and depression, which is not easy to control with bipolar disorder. But anyway, like, it's just a lot to keep in check. Like, when I was visiting my dad the day he was dying, like the day he died, he was in bed, and I believe he died the night before. I mean, he was still alive for a while. Nurses took his vitals and stuff, and he was still alive for a while, but he was completely unconscious of what was going on around him. He was um he was snoring like he was taking a nap or something, and he ended up doing that for the rest of the day till his heart stopped. And like there would be there would be moments where his body would move, but it wasn't him moving. It was like a part of his heart stopping and like jumping back in, and like his breathing and his blood flow all at once, causing his body to like flinch like that. And so like we'd be holding his hands or something, and he'd like move, and we were like, was that him? And we were like, oh no, it's just him slowly dying. That was one of the reactions of his cause of death. Anyways, that entire day he was dying, I just watched him in bed, and the hard part about it was that I didn't take the hard part about it was I was watching him die, and all of like friends, family I haven't seen in a long time, family from across the area, like far away, a few hours at least. Family, friends, people I didn't even know at the time had come over to see and watch my dad pass and be with him before he took his final breath. And the hard part with that was like I spent all my time trying to comfort other people and make other people feel good and like try and keep them happy and keep their hopes up and not be like they had the right to be upset. Like my dad's dying, they were great friends or relatives, but I was like trying to comfort everyone and I was trying to stay happy and try to keep others happy. It became watching everyone else grieve and can like kind of watch everyone else grieve, comfort them, and for me, uh, like zero time to grieve. I may have cried like 2 or 3 times there, and that sounds bad because I cried hard and I cried good. Like, when I was there a few days ago while he was still living, he was in a hospital bed. And I remember at one point, I like walked out and was like having like a small panic attack because I've never lost a family member like my father. I wasn't always around him too because my mom was divorced when I was a kid with my father, and not because they didn't like each other, just because they decided they were better off as friends. That's why they divorced. So I wasn't always around my father. I had to take like several hour trips to go visit him and see him and hang out with him. So I was there. And I just had like this panic attack that I couldn't stop. Like, I was hyperventilating, and so controlling that breathing was extremely difficult. I've never experienced anything like that. It happened like twice. And other times when I cry and I get really deep into the emotion of what happened and think really hard about my dad, that does happen as I have a small panic attack and I start hyperventilating, and it's just a lot to take in because that has never happened to me. And when it starts happening, it's like hyperventilating and like trying to stop, but every time you try to think, oh, I gotta stop hyperventilating, then I think of my father and it picks back up again, and so I start hyperventilating and I try to stop again, and it's just like this non-stop cycle of I need to stop breathing as fast, but I can't stop thinking of my father, which is the cause of this. So yeah, essentially, oh, we lost the camera. Whoops, my bad. Anyway, so that's what's been going on lately. That's what's been disrupting my content and getting content, making content, posting content, any of that stuff. I promise you I am stashing like a ton of videos or even small shorts and clips. I'm stacking up on all the content I could find with my friend. But like, there's just been a lot going on right now, which has been hard and been making it hard to post. So like, hang on, let me just, so basically, it's just been very difficult trying to post lately. There's been a lot of like loss of motivation and lost the motivation and just not wanting to do it when I want to do it, or when I want to do it, losing patience and not finishing what I started. So there's been a lot of distractions, a lot of interesting events going on, and a lot of emotional stuff behind the scenes that I don't know. It may be a few weeks until I post again or continue posting. It may be a few months. I really don't know. I will keep you guys updated. I will keep you guys posted. But as far as I know, I'm not posting currently at the moment. And I want to let you guys know that because I know my channel is kind of dead. Like, we had viewers and then I kind of dropped off. Actually, The reason why I haven't been recording as much lately as frequently is because I've been stacking up all these videos, and then let's see, I've been stacking up all these videos, and then I would post them way too fast, so I lose content super fast. I'd have a bunch of content and I'd spend it all in like a week, and then have no more content, and then I'd have to stop because I'd have to continue making more content for my channel and then get back to posting it, and by then I've already lost my audience in my editing, and so I don't know, it's a lot of stuff. Another thing about the reason I haven't been posting as much too is the way my setup was in my room, and I have a very small room. There's not like room for a desk. Like I live in a trailer, if you couldn't already tell. Anyway, my room is very small. There's not a lot of room for a desk, and so I would be laying in bed editing on my computer, but my computer screen is broken. Like I dropped it in sleep. Like I was sleeping and it was on top of my chest, and I turned over and it fell off the edge and broke the screen, busted. So I can't see a thing on the screen. So basically what I've been doing is my setup's been my computer hooked up on an HDMI to my TV. And so I would basically like edit sitting up in my bed, but like with my legs crossed. And I have a knee condition called patella alta, which just basically makes high impact very painful for the joints around the knee. It makes the knees grow at points they shouldn't even be growing at, or the kneecap shifts itself and grows in a position it doesn't normally grow in. So high impact stuff like running, jumping, dropping, running uphill, upstairs, all that stuff can be painful. It's not too bad for me, but there is a point to where it gets to a point to where it hurts. So the way I was sitting in bed really started hurting my knees with my legs crossed, because I was like legs crossed, leaning forward. And it really started hurting my knees. And like I was editing and gaming at the same time. But every time I got done with editing, my knees would be in a ton of pain. And so after all the editing and all that stuff, I'd go to game and my legs and knees would be in pain. So essentially essentially all the pain would like stay in my knees, and so it'd be like sore in my knees for when I go lay back down in my bed and continue gaming. So it'd be like sore, and then I gotta sit up and edit, and I'm like making it more sore by leaning against it. It also hurts just to keep my knees bent sometimes in a certain way for a super long period of time. So the way I was sitting started hurting my knees, and that's what kind of stopped me from editing for a while. I was on a good run. I was doing good. I was being consistent. I was posting every day. I was editing everything I could, and I kind of just dropped off from there. Hey, welcome to the stream. So anyway, just talking about some distractions I've had and basically why I've been having issues posting content on YouTube. And it was like, let's see. The way I was editing was hurting my knees, and it was causing pain. And when I would go to lay it back down and make more content and stream or even just make videos for YouTube for my gaming content, the way I would sit when I edit in bed would really hurt, because basically my setup to my editing is that my computer screen is broken because it fell off the side of my bed while I fell asleep with it on my chest, and it fell over and busted the screen. So right now I have my computer editing hooked up to an HDMI cable hooked up to my TV. And so the way I had it set up and the way I was sitting when I would go to edit was really painful. Welcome to the stream, by the way. We're talking about the reasons why I'm not posting at the moment. If you're missing anything, just feel free to watch back on more of it. But yeah, we're just basically talking about reasons I haven't been posting. Anything you missed, you can totally watch back. But like basically it was hurting to edit the way I was sitting. And so my computer was hooked up to the HDMI cable to my TV, and the way I was sitting would hurt due to a condition in my knees called patella alta, which basically makes high impact stuff, but not even impact, just holding my knee bent in a certain way for a certain long period of time hurts. So while editing, like, I would sit there editing and it just started to hurt. And that's why I haven't been making content as much. There's some other reasons as well, lots of distractions. You guys can watch back if you want to see what's been going on lately. But like, basically, the editing position and like setup I had was just very painful. So I was on a very good streak of editing and posting content and staying straight with YouTube. And then I finally, like, I decided, like, my knees are so sore, I need to stop. So I stopped. And that's one of the reasons why I stopped recording for a period of time. Then I started streaming. I got into streaming on my PlayStation. And so I was streaming on my PlayStation. I pretty much lost that audience too. I believe I was building a Minecraft castle, and I don't think I even finished it, nor did I finish it on stream. I don't know. But like, I stopped those streams, I lost my audience then, so yeah, welcome back to the stream. For anything you missed, you can totally watch in the back of what's been going on. I'll keep explaining what's going on currently. But like, I was streaming, and I basically, yeah, I just didn't finish what I was doing, stopped streaming, lost my audience, and I just kind of died off. So that's a lot of basically what's been going on. The three major things that have been going on that has stopped me from posting and streaming, and that has been keeping me distracted from making content, is the fact that, one, I'm working on getting a motorcycle permit for my first vehicle. Two, my dad passed recently from liver and pancreatic cancer. And three, my editing setup was not the best. So currently, I've been very distracted. There's been a lot of eventful things going on. There has not been a whole lot of action. Like, I've just been like losing my audience constantly. And so, like, I don't even know. But yeah, it's just, there's been a lot going on, from working on getting a motorcycle to my dad passing to not having the right editing setup. There's just been a lot of annoying stuff going on, and it's really definitely impacted how I've been posting or streaming. And so the reason I had made this stream for you guys was just to let you know what's going on, why I haven't been streaming, why I haven't been posting as frequently, or even if at all, is because of all those things. And so I just want to let you guys know, so my audience knew. That way I don't die off again. Hopefully not. I don't want to die off again, but like, just to let my audience know. And I don't know how long it's going to be till I'm back up streaming or gaming or posting content or whatnot. It could be a few weeks. It could be a couple months. It could be more than that. I don't know. I mean, like, currently I'm waiting to get an apartment so I have a better editing setup, so I can do my editing better and more comfort. But like, that's taking so long, so I'm not, you know, it's just really rough. So I just haven't been streaming, I haven't been posting content, and those are the main reasons: is father passing, working on getting a motorcycle for, or my permit for a motorcycle for my first vehicle, and then my editing setup, and then waiting to get an apartment to where I can actually edit and post and all that stuff in comfort. Literally all in comfort. So I don't know if I'll be back in like a couple months, a couple days, a couple weeks, who knows. But when I'm back on, for sure, you guys will know. I will make sure you know. I will start posting. I will be updating. And while this is going on, I will be doing more streams, probably IRL. I will be doing more IRL streams just to keep you guys updated, so you're not missing out on what's going on. And so that way everyone knows, like, when I'm going to be back, or like what's going on in the current moment, or like anything. So for you guys to know, that's what's been going on lately. Thank you for watching. Other than that, though, there hasn't been much more. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for those who joined the stream and watched, commented, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, those have just been the main reasons why I haven't been posting. I will definitely keep you guys updated. I will be keeping you guys posted on other things, like if I have more distractions, when I'll be back, when I'll be posting, and stuff like that. Just when I will be back and what's going on in my current life. I will start doing more IRL streams so you guys have a better idea of what Butch Cassidy is doing. So in the meantime, I'm just going to be like focusing on myself with mental and emotional help, or not help, but like health. And then like, yeah, just focus on myself. And when I'm ready, I will let you guys know when I'm back and ready to post. And even then, I will, if anything, just do IRL streams and keep you guys posted to let you guys know when I'm back and what's going on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for those who streamed. I don't know if anyone commented, but I will I will check when I'm done with the stream. But thank you guys for being a part of this. Hopefully you guys understand, and thank you to all of YouTube. And I will see you guys later. Thank you all, those who watched and care, and I will keep you guys updated. Bye. End the stream. Oh no, I was supposed to keep it. Fuck. Oh shit, well that's gone. Well, it's going